Hi guys, Richkingretro here, back with another pickups video. And yeah, for once some good, sort of semi-good pickups. Basically it was pissing down with rain as always on the Sunday, so there was literally no car boots. There's one car boot I wasn't planning to go to, so I decided to go to a couple of the local markets. They're not exactly local, one was like half an hour drive, the other an hour drive. So I had some, I call them my trade trash to trade in. So I drove from where I live at the moment, it's 10 hours drive, past Newquay down to between Redroof and Camborne. There's a market called Poole Market down there. I haven't been down there for probably a good year or so. And there was one sort of like retro game seller there. He's no longer there anymore. I see him at the car boots still. But yeah, he doesn't have the stand in the market anymore. So there was sort of like you could say an up-to-date sort of like seller and DVD guy. His shop used to be a little bit smaller, but now it's like 3 times the size. So I think he might have took over the bit where the retro games guy was, and he was doing retro games. Yeah, he did PS1 games, GameCube games. So yeah, quite a good stock. So hopefully, before this video or after this video, you saw me out and about at car boots, and also I did a bit of filming. So yeah, so literally I basically planned to go to I'm planning to go to 2 markets, and they're basically an hour drive, and yeah, and there's about 4 or 5 McDonald's on the way. So I thought, if I'm driving past them, I'll try and get as many McDonald's toys as possible. So I started off with the day with only having 2, and I ended the day with picking up 3. So there's only 2 I'm missing, which is the first couple of Marys. But yeah, it's just weird that you go to one McDonald's, they'll literally just have like Luigi. You go to the next McDonald's, they'll have like Luigi and like Mario with the gold coin. And just each one seemed to have a different. There's one of them. There's only sort of like one of them that sort of had like the same as like the previous one. So yeah, all run by franchises. Some of them run by McDonald's themselves. Yeah. So yeah, so I went to this market, walked around. There was sort of like a little bit of a car boot sale, but it was just mainly just rubbish. I can imagine it's just the main sort of the traders and that. So yeah, just mainly all the china pottery, the spoons, just stuff like that. Nothing really good. Walked around and yeah, literally it changed a lot actually. Quite a lot of the people disappeared. But there's one store I went to. He had some PC games in the window. It was pretty in the little display cabinet. They were pretty shit. A couple of other games which I already had, but in the display cabinets, it's sort of a bit overpriced. But I already had those games, so it wasn't really much I needed. Went around the corner, and then this guy had a massive shop, loads of DVDs. I looked at the PS1 section, and they were quite good prices actually. I had every single game there, but they were quite good prices. Yeah, he seems to price things up a bit like Amazon. So say you can have like maybe like a rare game people are sought after. So on eBay it could go for £30, but if 20 copies are on Amazon, they could go down to like 15 quid. But if there's only one, it still could be like £50, if you know what I mean. So it's sort of supply and demand. And he sort of prices his stuff up on Amazon, but doesn't really check it for like a couple of months or yeah, doesn't really check his prices. So some games are really cheap because obviously. Obviously they've either become rare over the last like 2 or 3 months, and some are sort of a bit expensive because more people have been listing them online. But yeah, I did have a look for the PS1 and the GameCubes. I sort of had every single one, but there's a couple of games I was like, damn, I picked up for like 15 quid like last year, and it was down here for like 8 quid. So yeah, I looked at some of the books. It had a big pile of like gaming manuals, and there's one book which I picked out, which was Diddy Kong Racing. Didn't even know they did a manual for it. Diddy Kong Racing. This was $5.95. But in the end, they got it down to like £5, and then because I traded some stuff in, so it really didn't cost me anything. So yeah, so I got that, and he also had this lovely book on literally. I think it was definitely a Japanese book. Check it out. My previous. It's called Electron maybe. Basically, all the handhelds that were basically released in like the 80s. And early 90s, they just have information on every single one, all the cavemans and that. I think it was in Japanese and also English. It was such a lovely book, and it didn't have a price on it. I'm like, oh, I want this book so much. So check out my previous video because it's in there and it looks absolutely awesome. And obviously, because he compared to Amazon, there's only one on there, and that was literally like 50, 60 quid. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So he wouldn't come down on the price on that, so I just left it. I'm like, mate, I'll give you £5 for it. I'll give you £5 to £10 for it. Let's see what we can do. And he's like, oh, I need to check it up. I'm like, oh, sake. But it's a really nice book, so I might actually. He looked on eBay, but there's none in the UK. But I can imagine there might be one in like random China or Japan somewhere. You can import it, but it might be quite heavy. So yeah, it's a random book. So I really want it. I wish I picked it up by not paying £50 for a book. But yeah, so yeah, I did pick up some other stuff. I traded in lots of my trash. Mainly just he literally just looked at the prices on Amazon and just basically halved it. So if there's a game for £20, he just offered me £10, which is pretty good actually. So at least next time when I can actually look at my what I'm taking down there, I could go on Amazon literally that day and think, oh, that's a good price at the moment. I'll get more because there's not many copies online. So yeah, so my trade came to about 36, 37 quid. It was mainly like just stuff like Call of Duty for like I had like Call of Duty like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty 4, and like Modern Warfare 2 for the PC, which I picked up recently for like a couple of quid, and Gears of War Collector's Edition that I picked up. And obviously I'm not a PC fan, and also it's really hard to sell them because sometimes now apparently you have to, like, once you use the code you can't like play the game again. But he gave me really good money for them. I was getting like literally £6–7 for each one. So yeah, so I only picked them up for a quid or a quid each, or a couple of quid. So yeah, so I picked out some games I wanted to trade. Need some games. I've got them down in the end. So yeah, there's so one of the games was Castlevania, the Game Boy. I'll put my little case on it. I'm trying to think. So bright. Yeah, so he originally had this price at about 13 quid, I think. I don't know. 14.99, so he put £10 on it. It's in really good condition, everything's there. The one game I wanted was for the Game Boy, which was 30 quid. That's what I like to do. I like to take my trash, trade it in for all their good stock, and so they're left with my trash, which is clearly not going to sell for ages. But this is called Tales of Phantasar or something. Oh, I need fucking the light, so shit. Yeah, so this was 30 quid. I did say, oh, I'll give you £25 for it. He's like, okay, so we're trading some more stuff in. When I was trading it in. That might be a bit best place there. So I'm pretty happy with that one. And this one was Zelda 2, A Link to the Past. See, he had this, boxed and that was £11.95. Boxed, manual, and the cartridge. And like I said, he prices stuff on Amazon, but he doesn't actually look at like the condition or the description of it. So they could have cart only, and the cheapest cart only was like $14.99. So you priced up a box version with the manual and the cartridge for the same price as like the cart version. So that's what I was thinking. Fucking hell! I was thinking normally it's going to like maybe £20 plus or so. Well, the cheapest one there, which was boxed and complete, was like 28 quid. So I thought, I need this for my collection. I saw someone on Facebook like just did a collection of all his took a photo of all his Zelda collection. I'm thinking, oh, I think mine's probably bigger than that. So I literally just looked at my collection, picked up everything that said Zelda, and just put it in my cabinet, and it looks pretty good. It was like literally double the size of his collection. I didn't even realise that I even had that many Zelda games. So yeah, so pretty chuffed to get this one. I think this one I actually got it. Yeah, it said $14.99. No, $11.95 that was. So I think I had like £30 worth. No, I think it was £39 worth of games trades in, and this is basically what I picked up from. Yeah. So I picked up these 3 games and like Diddy Kong Racing. So I did actually, I filmed me sort of like looking through the games, but I could tell by his face he was like looking at my camera going, what's he doing, what's he doing, what's he filming? So that's why I turned the camera off, deciding not to film sort of like the trade. So I did say afterwards, do you mind me sort of like filming? He said, oh, I don't mind, because yeah, he just gave me evils. Because I guess if you ask them, they probably don't mind. So next was, yeah, I was just driving home. I went to, driving to Truro, and I went past 2 McDonald's. I popped in there. I'm not quite sure which order I got them in, but I'm going to show you literally all the McDonald's I went past. And I picked up the Mario with the gold coin. Picked up Luigi. Donkey Kong. The one-up mushroom. And Luigi. So at the beginning of the day, I only had, I think it was Toad. I only had Toad at the beginning of the day. But I did at home that I didn't have. So these were the ones that I picked up. I've also got a spare 1-up as well. So I remember buying one at one McDonald's. I'm thinking, did I just pick that up like 2 hours ago? I completely forgot. So I've got a spare 1-up, and I'm missing the first 2 Marios. The Mario out of the pipe, and the normal Mario. which is basically like Luigi, but yeah. But he's going, oh, like Mario. And then Mario at the pipe. So yeah, it's sort of weird, like each McDonald's like, we're just like all doing, literally every single one had like different toys. So I always thought, like week 1 was like only a certain like McDonald's toys, and then week 2 was like another one. And it wasn't like they had like half a box of like Yoshis and half a box of like mushrooms. They literally just had like a whole box of like one of each one. So I thought they just literally sent out like all Luigi's one week and then all Donkey Kongs the next week. But so they all seem to be different. I mean, literally I went to 5 McDonald's. They all had like different toys, literally all different. But yeah. So that, yeah, so I'm happy to pick them up. Yeah, I picked up most of them before I went to Truro, actually. There's only one of them that I picked up after Truro. So I went to Truro car boot, and I think I got the games, yeah. So it was pissing down with rain, so it was in the indoor cattle market. Pretty shit, to be honest, pretty shit. And queued up for half an hour, and was listening to the Retro Silent podcast. Because sometimes when I get there, I literally don't know anyone there. They're all the same ugly traders that I really don't talk to. And yeah, he blew the horn, ran like a crazy man. I need to actually go pick up the games. I don't even have the games. I think these are the games that I picked up while I from the car boot. I think, yeah, these are the ones. And it was literally the second like table when I stopped and got these, and that was like Xbox 360, Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, as you can see. Discs are in good condition. Yeah, so I picked them up for like a couple quid each, and literally the 4th table on, this guy he had a PlayStation. This girl, she had a PlayStation and like goes to games. And the guy I was talking to, he's sort of after video games as well. He's a good lad actually. So literally, I went to the first one because I was sort of running ahead, and then he sort of went to that one, and he picked up some good games, I guess, like Crash Bandicoots. I've already got them, but they're probably a better trade-in value money than sort of those games. So I was like, for fuck's sake! But you win some, you lose some of these car boots. They let you queue up and they blow the horn, and it's over in 10 minutes. And yeah, after 5 minutes, all the obese people and their dogs and everything, they just get in the way, and this becomes a nightmare. So I did pick up a couple of PS. Did I get these? I'm not quite sure if I got them from there, yeah, so I might need to check my video actually. But yeah, I picked up Baldur's Gate. I've already got Baldur's Gate. It's Baldur's Gate 2, that's the one that's sort of a bit more. And Spyro the Dragon. So if anyone wants these games, I'll happily trade one of these games for fucking Mario, you know, the 99p for McDonald's, for any of the couple of Marios. Or even one of the Call of Duties, just for 2 of Marios, because I literally really want Marios to finish off the collection. Yeah, so I just ran around, carried on running around, walking around, and then after about, like I said, 5 minutes, it's like, I literally just walking past people. You can't even get to the tables. So it's sort of over. I went back to the table that had the PlayStation 1. You still have it for sale. And I remember seeing a GameCube actually on the floor. Yeah, I think my mate picked up Mario Kart Double Dash, the one that says not to be sold separately. So that must have been like with a bundle with the box version. So she had £10 on the GameCube, which came with 2 controllers, no RV cable or the power cable, and I thought I got them coming out of my ears, to be honest. I just traded some in the other day. I don't really need any more GameCubes, but they are sort of like good trade-ins. But yeah, so when I was leaving, I thought I'd just walk past it. It was still there, still for sale, and I said, "Would you take a £5 for it?" So she said, "Yeah." Oh no, it does have the cables. Didn't think it had the cables, but yeah. So picked this up with £5, memory card. It's got all the bottom bits as well, and it did come with one official controller and sort of one unofficial controller. But I'm sort of selling a boxed silver GameCube with an unofficial controller as like a job lot on eBay at the moment. Just trying to get rid of literally all my trash in just one big job lot. But I just swapped out. I never put in the listing. I just put boxed GameCube silver with unofficial pads. So I literally just swapped out the official one for one of the unofficial ones. So hopefully my bundle will sell. So yeah, yeah. So that was okay. I was literally, because I was driving past, it was okay to go to. Obviously, It's a good trade stuff, pays for my petrol for the sort of the day. And then on, yeah, just like driving home, well, yeah, obviously I went to a couple of McDonald's as I'm going from Truro to St Austell. And then picked up, obviously, the ones that games I've already showed you. And then I saw another sign saying Carboots, and I was like, oh, I completely forgot that indoor Carboots. It's this little, kind of little village hall. It started at 1, it's between 1 and 4, and it was literally half, I think it was 3, half 3, and I was like, oh, clearly missed everything. So I went there, and yeah, just pulled over, went inside, and I picked up Armored Core 2. I do have this game, but this disc looks better than the version I got. Yeah, the version I got is a little bit scratched. So I picked up that. You might hear some laughter in the background. Some of my friends are next door watching WrestleMania. They sort of just... I said I got so much to do today, my YouTube videos and everything, but the guy still came over, and I know all the results from WrestleMania, because I literally looked on Facebook and like Twitter, and they was like kicking off about Undertaker. So sorry for spoiling it for you. So they don't know that Undertaker is like 20-1 or something, or 21-1. Yeah, he also had some Star Wars books. So I paid £1 for these. I should have maybe done a bit of a more of a said, oh, we'd take 50p. But these are the Super Nintendo version, like the guidebooks. So you got like, yeah, Super Star Wars and Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, and they are actually pretty detailed. And some of the pictures, obviously, they've just got like screens from the actual film and stuff. So yeah, so I've never seen these before, so I'm not quite sure. Just complete information on every aspect of the game. Scream Images, original art from the Scream movies, a true collector's edition. So yeah, so I'm not quite sure where they actually came. Oh, yeah, it saves $12.95 on them. $11.85 net. What does that mean? Or $17.95 on the Canadian dollars. Yeah, so happy to pick them up. Yeah, I went to I call it Pal Market because it always used to be called Pal Market, but it's called Cornish Market World. There's a guy who's got like a little collectible shop, and he's called Jabba's Palace. He's a good lad, he is. Good stock in there. Quite loads of toys. So if any of you guys are literally on holiday down here, I know some of you collect like the Power Rangers toys, Yu-Gi-Oh toys, anything like that. It's really good in like Cornish Market World. And I picked up a couple of Bucky O'Hare figures. They've never got any guns. I can never find the fucking guns. I've got a couple more somewhere that I picked up, but I must have them on the shelf, and then these must be my doubles actually. They're probably my doubles. So I did pick up the taller one, the big sort of like frog guy, and also picked up Tails. So I'm not quite. I think it's like a remote control thing, but obviously I don't have a remote controller. But he was only like 50p to £1. So yeah, he's normally got some good stuff in there. He's got loads of like Star Wars toys and that as well. So if you're in the area, and then yeah, I went, and there's also like a video game shop down there as well. Did I film it? Maybe I forgot to film it. I was too busy like having a chat with him. But yeah, he's got some really good stock in there. I've got most of it, to be honest. Yeah, most of my probably about 10% of my collection actually came from him. Me just trading stuff in. Yeah, just going down there. So yeah, if you're ever in the area, Cornish Market World's really good. It's good on like if you buy like loads of games. If you buy £100 worth of games, they'll give you 20 quid off or something. You know, you literally do a deal on the games. Unlike some video game shops and retro game shops in my area that literally just don't do any. You can spend £1,000, they won't give you anything off. Yeah, so that's really my pickups. Bit more than normal, but yeah, just happy to get Zelda too, $11.95, and I'd literally traded in. I forgot, yeah, literally just random shit PC games and a couple of other PS1 games, which sort of definitely needed disc cleaning. So I could sell them on eBay or on Amazon myself, but I know he had a disc cleaning machine there. He wasn't really fussed about that. He didn't really say anything about the discs. I don't think he even looked at the discs, to be honest. But yeah, so I got a couple of really 3 good Nintendo games or Game Boy games. I was able to basically just get rid of all my trash. I've got like a cupboard just full of this retro trash that I just don't need or don't want. So yeah, so I can't wait for my next retro road trip up country, because I just go to their shops and just take all the good stuff, really. Take all the good stuff. So yeah, next couple of weeks I did, yeah, because it was half term. That's why I wanted to go to Carboots as well. Because sometimes when it's like raining, people still want money, obviously, for half term and Easter and that. So I thought the Carboots might be good, but they were absolutely rubbish. So yeah, so next couple of Saturdays, no, next couple of Sundays, it's still half term, I think. Yeah, is it half term next week? Yeah. And then it's Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday's like the big weekend for Carboots. Big weekend. There's an extra, I would say, 4 Carboots actually on the Sunday than normal. Or compared to like, maybe like the week before. 2 of them only happen on Easter Sunday because they're in like a supermarket car park and they're closed for that day. The other 2 just start like the beginning of the car boot season. So yeah, so literally looking forward to that. I'm just saving money for that, selling some stuff for that. Just petrol just going up all the time, mate. It's doing my fucking head in. So yeah, a couple of years ago it was like really sort of like I spent like £10 like driving these car boots, so now it's like 20 quid or something. So yeah, so bloody petrol. Always forget about the petrol as well. I can afford to buy the bargains, but sometimes I think, damn it, the petrol. But yeah, just yeah, definitely looking for that. So looking forward to it. So hopefully it's going to be sunny. The newspapers are saying it's going to be next 6 weeks. It's like, I don't know, some kind of heat wave or something. So hopefully, yeah. So that Easter Sunday is going to be brilliant. I think one of my friends is actually coming with me. Good Kieran, the guy who's been in some of the charity shops. So he's going to come with me on the Sunday. And yeah, he's more into the vinyls. Because I always see vinyls all the time. So it's just going to bring another vinyl collector, and he can distract all the vinyl lizards so they're not buying my video games. So yeah. So that Easter Sunday is going to be brilliant. It's also a couple of car boots. There used to be 3 of them in sort of like near where I live. They all started like one started like 6:30, the other like at 7, and the other side of town, or the other side of the city, used to be like 8 o'clock. So they used to be quite close to each other. So everyone used to go here, go there. But now I think they sort of space themselves out. One of them starts at half 6 now. The other one starts at 8. And the other one starts at like 10 o'clock, so they space it all out because they know, because quite a lot of the traders and the buyers, sometimes the traders who go to the 6:30 one want to go on to the one at 10 o'clock, so obviously they're out for the day. They go to 2 car boots, they make the money, and also get to go to 2 car boots. And some of us buyers were like, oh, for God's sake, we don't know which one to go, and even the sellers were like that as well. So yeah, so nicely they've actually spaced it out. It's really good for us all. So you can. I remember last year, because a couple of years before, they did actually have them like 6:30, and then the other one used to be 7:30, then there was another one at 10. So you sort of just go to 3 car boots in like 2 hours, and sort of everyone's like rushing around. But then last year, they sort of moved one of the car boots, which was on like a community sort of like village hall, and they moved that to the other side of town where it's like a park and ride, but on Sundays you literally just empty, like 2,000 empty spaces. And they moved that on to like 7 o'clock, same as the other car boots. So you literally half the car boots are just like split in half, and you can only go to one or the other. And they never used to get as many people even selling or even buying. So I don't know if they got together or whatever, and they asked them to separate out a bit more, just so we can do a little like a road trip. Go to the one at 6:30, then get a one at 8, and then one at 10. And then at 10:30, I can either literally go up country, go to Exeter car boot, which starts at like 11:30, or it starts at 1, but they let you in at literally 11:30, where you can pay £5 and go in early, or can go to Yeovil. That's the same. You can pay £5 in and go in early, or the car boot opens at 1:30, or I can go back down into Cornwall, go to one near Truro, and that starts at 1 o'clock. So 1 or 1:30. So yeah. Oh, also Bodmin, there's a couple, so you can do an extra 2 car boots around literally between 11 and 1 o'clock. As if we've got money left, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'll probably doing 4 or 5 car boots. And to say, yeah, just looking forward to the car boot season. It's just gonna be nightmare. Even the car boot I went to, I've never seen so many people wanting to buy stuff. There's only about 15 sellers there, and it was like literally the biggest queue I've ever seen. It was just like, I'm like pissing down with rain outside. It's bloody raining for fun. Can't believe how wet it was outside. And literally, it's like everyone's trying to get the bargain. The Polish and Afghan lizards, they're all there. So yeah, so cheers guys, yeah. Bloody knackered. Gonna have a few beers, I think. A few beers and watch WrestleMania, and then say, I wonder if Undertaker's going to lose, and try and trick them. Okay, yeah. Cheers, guys.